Hey everyone, I was going to show you a little bit of Texas's offense, a few things that worked against Kansas State for Texas, a few wrinkles they can throw into that. And then from there, we'll go into a formation that's really going to help Texas get some speed outside, allow them to hit the edges a little bit better, and empty out the backfield. And then we'll look at some different wrinkles they can throw into that game to maybe make their offense a little more explosive. Texas has been fairly efficient offensively this year. They've turned the ball over too much. They've had too many drives where they failed to get a first down or touchdown, and they haven't been explosive. Those are the three things that have really kept them from being an elite offense. They're a good offense. They're not an elite offense. So against Kansas State, Texas ran an inside zone, and they ran an RPO off of it. And I'm going to use white here to illustrate it. So the inside zone, they're basically running a split zone. What they're going to do is they're going to take the Y, and they're going to kick out here. They're going to double team the nose. And then depending on which way this nose moves, if he moves back away from play side, which in this case is to the left, this would be 51 zone. They're running A gap to the left. If the nose moves to the right, the guard is going to move his head over play side, and the center will come off and try and get this backside backer. If the nose fights hard over, they're actually just going to shove him on down, and then the guard on down to the left, the guard will come off to backside backer, and then in that case we'll have a cutback lane. The guard's going to take an angle like this and block the mic. He's not going to allow the mic to drop inside because they're really trying to run the ball right here. And then the tackle is just kicking out this end. And this tackle is actually going to scoop, and he's looking for the Sam linebacker. If he steps up hard into B gap here, which is his responsibility, he's going to take him to allow for any cutback lanes. If nothing shows, he'll work on up to the third level to the free safety. The will, the will linebacker, they're not going to block, and they're reading him. If he steps down hard, they're going to throw this little slant. Outside here, the Z's running a curl. That will become important later. And really what he's trying to do is occupy this cornerback to keep him from being able to bracket this slant route and get underneath it. Cornerback has to cover the curl. So if the wheel steps down, they'll throw the slant. If the wheel does not step down, they'll give, and they can run A gap. If the Sam flows and the nose flows hard to the left or play side, he can cut back and run it back into the backside A gap. So here's what it looks like. First, we'll show it going play side, right like that. And then with a cutback. I didn't move the linebackers here. They can move a lot of different ways. We're not going to get into that today. Off of the zone read look with the slant RPO, I have a play I really like that was really made famous by Pete Carroll at USC. Matt Leinart scored about 30 touchdowns in his career off of this play. It's basically a slant and go. They call it sluggo Z win. Now we're not going to run the win route with the Z. We're going to run it with the X receiver in this. Excuse me, I'm fighting a little bit of a cold there. In this particular play, we're going to run the win route with the X receiver, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, we're going to talk about the coverage. So basically, Iowa State's playing a Tampa 2. That's what they really like to play, inverted Tampa 2, if you will. They have their star. And this guy right here is called the star back. He's playing deep third. He's actually going to open to the field and run out here. Free safety, deep third. Strong safety, deep third. Cornerbacks are in the flats. You got hook to curls. Another flat. This guy will play low hole, and then if they bring 4, they'll abandon the low hole, and they'll just have 2 hook to curl defenders. So first we'll start with the protection. We're just going to slide protect here. We want this to look just like our inside zone play. So we'll slide protect. We're going to max protect here. The Y is not in a route. He's going to block off the tight end to fill that gap. We are going to run this with the play action. So he's going to come, the F is going to come, take the play action fake, and then get out to the flat. The quarterback is going to look, as he's making the play action fake, he's going to look this slant down. He's going to really stare it down. He wants to draw the will linebacker on the play action fake, and that's important. We'll get to that in a second. And we want to draw this safety down to this slant and get him cheating on that slant. He's going to pump fake the slant and then go. And if this guy pops open, he's going to hit him for a big gain. Now, what may happen on that pump fake is this free safety may migrate over towards this sluggo route. And if that's the case, this X is going to run a win route. He has an option. The win route is basically an option route where he can run a post. If the star backer is running outside and he can get inside leverage, he'll run that post. The free safety comes over and it leaves the middle of the field open. Or he'll run a go. He'll just run straight and try and outrun this star back. If the star back is not hard outside, he's really reading the star back, looking to see where he's at. If he's running hard outside, he'll run the post. If he's staying towards the middle of the field, he'll run the go and try and beat him to the outside of the field. And the quarterback's looking at the free safety and the strong safety. Strong safety steps down. The free safety is not hard to the boundary side. This should be open. If not, he's going to come back to the win route. And then if the win route's not open, the Z's still running a curl, you can check back down. He's your third read. And then flat is 4 as your emergency. We want to use the play action to freeze this will linebacker so you can. So the quarterback puts the cornerback where he's reading him. If he sticks with the curl, we'll throw the flat. If he's in the flat, we'll throw the curl. Assuming that the sluggo and the win route are not open. So let's look at a few different ways that this can look. In this first one, you'll see the sluggo pops open, the strong safety comes down on the slant route, and the free safety goes to the field side. Sluggo's wide open. That should be a big, easy gain for Sam Ehlinger and company. On this particular route, the free safety will come over to the sluggo. The star backer is going to go to the field side hard. That'll leave the middle of the field open for the post route, and we'll beat him to the inside. And then finally, if the star backer does not flow hard to the field side, we'll try and beat him down the sideline and throw that route. And once again, you can see here that you've got the cornerback covering 2 guys, assuming this linebacker steps down to play the play action fake. If he gets back out in the flat, you could have coverage here, and then the quarterback will have to throw the ball away or run with it. Another thing Texas has struggled with this year is they've struggled to really get the edge in the running game. And this is something that can help them. In this formation, they're going to empty the backfield, but there's still 21 personnel. You still have a tight end, and your F is still a running back. I really like Jordan Whittington in this position, but everything off of this is based off of a jet sweep motion. So we'll put the F in motion. He's going to run full speed. When he's right behind the guard, we want to snap the ball, and the first thing is he's just going to run a jet sweep, try and get the sideline. We'll actually outside release and just run this guy off. The tight end and the tackle are going to combo block the end. Once the tackle secures this block, the tight end is going to come up to the strong safety. Everybody is going to reach block. The tight end will check to make sure that this block is secured as he's coming up to the strong safety. The guard will block the strong side linebacker reaching on the nose. Middle linebacker, we're not going to block the end. He's checking will. If the will doesn't flow hard, we'll get back up to the free safety. And then we're just going to stock block on the backside. So that's the jet sweep. Here's what it looks like. Just like that. Off of that play, you can fake the jet sweep and run quarterback counter. And this will get Sam Ehlinger involved in the run game. The center will block down. you're actually going to block backside linebacker. Guard's going to come through A gap, make sure that the nose does not try to cross the center's face. Make sure center secures that block, and then come down to strong linebacker. If the nose does cross the center's face, the guard will pick up the nose, and the center will get the strong linebacker. Tackle is going to block down on the mic. Guard will kick out on the end. The tight end is going to come up, and he's going to turn in the hole. He's first looking inside. He's not going to see anything inside if everybody makes their blocks, and he'll wind up kicking out the will. Tight end here is going to, tackle here is going to check the end, crashing down and cut him off. Jet sweep motion. We're just going to stock block here and here. Quarterback will run right through the 4-hole. Right there, B gap. So this is how it looks in motion. Right, like that. Okay, so now we've run the jet sweep. We've had the quarterback keep on the counter play. Now let's run some passing looks off of this. So once again, we'll have jet sweep motion, and we're actually going to want to sell that with our offensive line, which means the end is going to come free. The tackle, if nobody threatens, can peel back and try and block this end, but the quarterback's got to be aware of that. If the end comes free and he doesn't have time to throw, we're going to run slants on the backside. That's the hot route in case of any emergencies where the quarterback has to get rid of the ball quickly. And here we're just going to run a snag concept. So we're going to fake this jet sweep, and he's going to get out in the flat. Snag is a curl here and a flag here. We're looking at the flag. If this safety doesn't stay deep, if he tries to cheat on the curl, we'll throw the flag. If the safety's deep, the cornerback is going to we're going to read the cornerback. It's a triangle read. You're reading actually the strong side linebacker, the cornerback, and the safety. So that's your triangle. So you're looking, if this cornerback cheats to the inside, you'll throw the flat. If the cornerback stays outside and the linebacker does not get over to the curl, which he probably won't based on the flow and the play action, you'll hit the curl. So this cornerback should be on an island. Look something like this. Now off of that look, you can run something that looks just like the snag, but you're going to run what we call an F wheel Y post. So the Y is just going to run a post, the F's going to run the wheel. You still got the curl and the two slants backside. And it looks like this. And you're trying to put this strong safety in a predicament where if he goes with the post, the wheel's open. If he goes with the wheels, the post open, and the free safety can't really cover either one. Plus, you've got the play action look. This end is coming free again, so you're going to have the slant there in case that end does get free and doesn't get fooled by the play. Another combination, we could run play action off of that jet sweep look and to create some space for our running back is a shallow cross. So this is a Z shallow. Z is just going to run right across the field. H is going to run the crossing route. If the linebackers stay back, the shallow's open. If the linebackers come down, the cross is open. Y is going to fake the block on the end and then run a post. Of course, your linemen are all going to block one gap over to make it look like that jet sweep. F's going to go in motion. He's going to run into the flat. X is running a go. And this is what it looks like. And then finally, off of that, you can run Z shallow F wheel. So this would just be fly Z shallow F wheel. The left's going to run that wheel. And once again, you've got the strong safety in a predicament where he can't cover both of these routes. The F can't really get over. The free safety can't get over to cover that. And you've got a play action look, which he may bite down on the play action and create a lot of open field. And the star is going to have to respect this go route over here by the X as well. So there you have it. There's some things that Texas can do, put some wrinkles in their game, and create some big plays offensively out of some of the looks that they've already shown, and then a little bit of look to get some speed to the outside, and then some play action off of that to create some explosive plays. Thanks for tuning in, and hook 'em horns.